So in the first video, we talked about the incredible benefits of kefir and why you should make it yourself as opposed to getting it commercially, as well as how to rehydrate the grains when they first come in. In this video, we're going to talk about the simple process of making kefir every day, as well as how to do a second ferment. All you're going to need for this is glass jars, a plastic strainer, and the highest quality milk you can get, preferably organic, grass-fed, and raw if you can get it. Now this kefir has been sitting for about 24 hours, so I'm going to strain this one. The reason you don't want to use metal is because it will interact and damage the grains. The grains are often at the bottom of the jar. These grains are very small because they're relatively new, but they grow over time. Then take the grains and put them either back in a glass jar or a different jar. Then put the milk in. The ratio is 1.5 cups to 1 quart of milk per teaspoon of grains. I usually just put 1.5 cups so I don't have too much of this. Put a lid on loosely so the carbon dioxide can get out. Then you let it sit for 18 to 24 hours. Now you want to keep this in a cabinet at about 70 to 78 degrees is where they thrive the best. Now in the winter it's going to take longer for it to ferment. In the summer it's going to obviously go quicker. So it's anywhere between 18 and 24 hours. Now if you're on the GAPS protocol, I would leave it for the full 24 hours until it's a jello-like substance, because that's making sure you're getting all the lactate or the milk sugar out of there. But so you know, milk can't go sour with these grains or the bacteria in it. So you don't have to worry about that. But if it goes for too long and it turns into curds and whey, like you see here, which is the second ferment, or what I'm going to show you in a minute, if you have left the grains in there at that point, it's a little bit of a problem because you're starving the grains because there's no more sugar in there. And it's also difficult to strain them. So you don't want to let it to go for a whole lot longer than 24 hours because it'll turn to curds and whey. And once you've taken the grains out, then you can refrigerate it and serve it chilled. For some people, it's a little bit tart. So you might want to put either honey in there or blackstrap molasses. You could also put a hazelnut half and half or any kind of fruit. Now if you're going to go away and you want to know what to do with your grains, just put the new milk in there with the grains and put that in the refrigerator. Don't wait 24 hours before you put it in the refrigerator, because then you're going to begin to starve your grains. You don't want to do that too often either, but if you're going away, it's fine. Now two things you can do after you've removed the grains with regard to the kefir that's called a second fermentation. First is you could put fruit in it and let that sit for 24 hours and put the jar on tight. Any type of fruit will be fine. Blueberries, kiwi, crushed up banana, oranges, anything like that. After you've taken out the grains is when you can start the second ferment. So in addition to leaving this for 24 hours or putting fruit in it first, you can also put orange peels or even teas. So for example, I'll put organic lavender in here with an infuser, and that'll enhance the taste. Now just let that sit for 24 hours, then either refrigerate or freeze and eat it like ice cream. Second option is to just close it tight and let it sit for another 24 hours. And what happens is it turns to curds and whey at that point. Now the whey is the most bioavailable protein that you can get, and it's super healthy for you. You can even put this in a strainer with a coffee filter to really separate the whey from there. Either of these two second ferments will increase the vitamins, minerals, and triple the folic acid that's in there, which is really healthy for you. And there's other incredible benefits to whey, such as it's really good for your immunity, it's great for your gut bacteria, it has a lot of vitamins, and the four most important minerals, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, all in ionic form. It's a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids. It helps to repair muscle tissues after workouts, and studies have shown it can enhance physical performance and remove toxic substances. Whey also makes a great source of electrolytes, and it's very hydrating along with so many other benefits. So I really like the whey and usually go for that option. It's the same whey that's in whey protein powders. But the difference is with this, you get to decide on what type of milk you're going to use, preferably organic and grass-fed as opposed to whatever they're using. It also doesn't have any sweeteners in it like sugar or worse, aspartame or other artificial sweeteners, which is one of the reasons it causes so many people problems with their digestion. Now, I like kefir for so many reasons, such as the vitamins and minerals that we talked about in the first video, but also because it has more probiotics in a cup of kefir than most probiotic supplements do in their entire bottle. Now, most people have a 90% bad bacteria versus 10% good bacteria ratio, and taking things like kefir allows that to switch. So I hope this works well for you, and more videos like this can be seen at theartofunity.com. Good luck.